in the weave. Let's lock out. Now come up to pinwheel. Now lock out. Now barrel roll twice, and then another 2 times. I'm saying barrel roll twice, but it's really 4 turns to go around 2 times total. All right, so weave, lock out, pinwheel. Now lock out, now turn and turn. That's your first barrel roll. Now 2 more. That's your second barrel roll. Now let's go back into the weave. Let's do it again. We're gonna lock out, pinwheel, and barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, back to the weave. Now, I went back to the weave without doing that last lockout. You could go either way, whatever you prefer. This next time, I want to do the lockout, pinwheel, now the 360, back to the pinwheel, then barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, back to your weave. Let's go to the left side. So you'll be turning, and you won't be able to see me for part of this. We'll lock out left, and then we're going to turn left to the pinwheel, lock out, back to pinwheel. Now the 360, turning to the left, back to the pinwheel, then lock out, and barrel roll here, barrel roll here, barrel roll here, and then back to your weave. Let's double stall, come up and underhand. We'll do it so you can see me now. So turn to overhand weave, turn right. Now we're at overhand weave, lock out left, pinwheel, lock out, and 360 turn, shoop, 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 and then barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, back to weave. Lock out right, turn right to underhand weave, and now lock out, turn right, come into the pinwheel, lock out, now do the 360 turn to the left, zoom, lock out, now barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll, back into the pinwheel, and now turn to your right and come into the overhand cap, together time, and then we're going to turn left to the underhand cap, and now we're going to swivel. So over the top to the right, across the bottom to the left, over the top to the right, across the bottom to the left, over the top to the right. Now, from this one, what I want to do is a 360 where we turn left, come back into your together time cap, and then let's do a 360 right, zook, and come back into your cap. So we're doing a switch back, going left to the cap, going right to the cap, going left to the cap, going right to the cap, and then come down into the clockwise hip reel, and then we're going to turn left, we'll come into the underhand cap, and now we're going to do the 360 from here. We'll do it right, 360 to the cap, and then left, 360 to the cap, and right, 360 to the cap, and left, 360 to the cap, up, sweep over the top, chase the sun, tap your right foot, come into overhand butterfly, plane shift it up over your head, take your right point, tap it on your butt, turn to the left, turn to the left, turn to the left, turn to the left. Okay, we back it up to the overhand cap turnaround. If you're going to the left, both poi come down on the left side of your body in the 360. If you're turning to the right, both poi come down on the right side. If you're in the underhand and you're going in the 360, both poi come up on the side that you're turning in. I think from overhand can be harder because we want to naturally do this business where we're going into our chase the sun or something like that. So overhand cap, left turn, both on the left side, 360, back to overhand, then right turn, 360. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we'll do a left turn, come all the way around, and now go to the right turn, all the way around. Now come down into the hip reel. I think this is what we did before. Then turn left, underhand cap, and we'll do a right turn over the top, and then we'll do a right turn over the top, a left turn over the top. Sorry, I said that wrong. Let's do it again. Right turn, 360 to the underhand cap, left turn, 360 to the underhand cap, sweep over, chase the sun again, and then I think this was the transition that was new for you. What I'm doing with my right hand as it's coming down, instead of coming from the top down behind my back, I lift my right foot and I bisect the plane of the poi with the foot, which changes the direction. I think the specific transition I did was from this, it might have been from the, I think it was from the Chasing the Sun, but But it would be the same from the hip rail. You would still just lift your foot, tap, and come into your overhand butterfly here. Either way. So if we did that whole sequence in flow, starting from the cap, overhand cap here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left turn 360, back to the cap. Right turn 360, back to the cap. Come down into clockwise, chasing the sun. I don't care what your timing is, but we're in together time, so it might be easier to stay there. Turn left, underhand cap, and then right turn 360, and then left turn 360. And then we're gonna sweep up and then come into the chasing the sun. Now you're gonna lift your right foot, bisect the angle, tap, come into your overhand butterfly, then plane shift your poi up over your head, take your right poi, down, tap, and then turn, letting your right poi fly. And then you're gonna come into a counterclockwise corkscrew. If we've come around and we're now in counterclockwise, I'm gonna show you at this angle. I am taking each poi, as it comes from the top to the bottom, I'm letting it wrap around my hand to make it short. So this is full length, but now I'm wrapping my right, wrapping my left, and now I can bring it inside plane. Wrap, wrap, corkscrew. I think this is a very good power move on fire because you can get really close to people. And then you could do these guys. Here, let's just drill your left hand like a bunch of times. Just your left hand. Here we go. Up and down and up and down and up and down, up and down, up and down. Now bring it in. Now bring it out. Now bring it in. Now bring it out. Now bring it in. Okay, weaker direction, but that's okay. And now go back into your corkscrew. And now separate it, separate it, separate it. And now bring it back together, bring it back together. Now turn with it. So you're gonna turn to the left with it, come back to the front, your front, open it up, which this might be harder, turn to the left with it while you're still going up and down. Your snake charmer here. And then come back together. Now bring it into together time, together time, together time. Now we're gonna tap it down and up and tap it down and up, but we're keeping it small. So it's just up over your arm, in toward your face and tap, in toward your face and tap, in toward your face and tap, in toward your face and tap. This one's really great. You can walk toward people or away from people while you're doing it. It's just a super fun, relatively safe one because it's very compact. Although please make sure you're not wearing synthetics when you do this. And then this time when we come up, let's come up over the top of the head, and then you can come down and tap, and up and down and tap, and up and down and tap. And now we can do the big one where you turn and tap and down, and 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 turn and tap and down. Now add the jump when you turn. And last jump. And then come up into counterclockwise. Bring it up, you're up in the pinwheel, you're up in the pinwheel, turn left into giant. Turn right to underhand giant. Turn left to overhand giant. And now swivel back and forth. And then, do you know that? Okay, so overhand cap, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left turn 360, back to overhand cap. Right turn 360, back to overhand cap. Come down into the clockwise hip reel. Turn left underhand cap. And turn to the right 360 to underhand cap. Turn to the left 360 and underhand cap. And sweep over, chase the sun. Now we're gonna stick out the right foot, tap the right point, come into overhand butterfly, plane shift it up, bring it up over the head, tap the right point. Turn left, you're turning. Then you're gonna come into the counterclockwise corkscrew. And from the counterclockwise corkscrew, you're gonna wrap it up and make it short poi, so you're in the inside corkscrew. Then we're gonna turn as we are practicing and exploring these separations and being together. Then come back to the front, make it together time, tap up and over, just the arm, not over the head. So still inside plane, but you're doing these taps. And then We're gonna release, come up over the head, down, tap, up, over the head, tap. And I'm doing a step here. And I'm doing a step here. Now I'm gonna turn as I come up over the head. And turn as you come up over the head. Turn, and turn. And now we're gonna do the 4 jumps. And jump again. And jump again. And jump again. And then come up into counterclockwise. Plane shifted up, 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 up. Turn left to giant. Turn right to underhand giant. Turn left to overhand giant. Turn right to underhand giant. And swivel counterclockwise. And then do your little travolta to change direction.